Why do you trade worse after a win? Not after a loss, not after a bad day. After a win. The trade works, you do everything right, you feel good. And then the next trade is sloppy. Size creeps up, rules get bent, patience disappears. You give back profits you just earned. Why? If this has happened to you, you're not broken. You're human. And once you see the real reason this happens, you'll never look at winning the same way again. Let's break it down. Here's the uncomfortable truth most traders never face. Wins don't just reward you, they change you. And not always in a good way. This video isn't about strategy. It's not about entries or indicators. It's about the hidden psychological shift that happens after you win, and how that shift quietly destroys consistency. Let's start with what nobody tells you. 1. A win gives you confidence, but also permission. After a win, something subtle happens in your mind. You don't say it out loud, you don't even notice it, but internally you think, I'm seeing the market clearly right now. I'm in sync. I've got momentum. That confidence feels earned, and sometimes it is. But here's the problem. Confidence quietly turns into permission. Permission to loosen rules, permission to size a little bigger, permission to skip the boring part. You don't think, I'm breaking my system. You think, I can afford this one. Psychologists call this moral licensing. When you do something right, your brain gives you permission to do something wrong. You eat clean all week, then binge on the weekend. You work hard all day, then justify scrolling all night. In trading, a win becomes the justification. I already proved myself. This one's fine. The market doesn't care. Your edge doesn't reset just because you feel good. But your discipline quietly weakens, and that's how consistency dies. 2. Winning hijacks your emotional baseline. Before the win, your emotional state is neutral. You're focused, you're cautious, you're grounded. After the win, your baseline shifts upward. You're excited, relieved, energized. That sounds positive, but trading doesn't reward high emotional states. It rewards stable ones. High emotion, even positive emotion, narrows perception. You see less, you react more. Your brain switches from process mode to outcome mode. Instead of asking, is this a good setup? You ask, can I catch another one? You stop evaluating risk, you start chasing continuation. This is why traders often say, I don't even know why I took that trade. It wasn't logic, it was emotional momentum. Wins spike dopamine. Dopamine pushes action. Action without reflection equals mistakes. 3. You confuse confidence with clarity. This one is dangerous. After a win, your thoughts feel sharper, patterns seem obvious, moves look predictable. You think, I can read this market. But clarity and confidence are not the same thing. Confidence is emotional. Clarity is analytical. After a win, confidence increases faster than clarity. That imbalance creates overconfidence. Psychologists call this the illusion of control. You start believing your skill caused the outcome entirely. You forget randomness, you forget probability, you forget that even bad trades can win. So you trust your intuition more than your rules. You hold trades longer, you enter earlier, you stop waiting for confirmation, and the market humbles you. Not because you're bad, but because you forgot uncertainty exists. 4. A win shifts your identity, and that creates pressure. This is subtle but powerful. Before the win, you're just trading. After the win, you become the trader who just won. Your identity shifts. You don't want to lose that feeling. You don't want to break the streak. So you trade differently. You trade to protect an identity. That pressure creates tension. You force setups, you manage trades too tightly, you avoid good risks or take bad ones. You're no longer present. You're defending an image of yourself. This is why winning streaks often end suddenly, not because the edge disappeared, because the trader changed. 5. Wins reduce fear, and fear isn't always bad. Most traders think fear is the enemy. It's not. Uncontrolled fear is. Healthy fear keeps you disciplined. It makes you check risk. It slows you down. It forces structure. After a win, fear drops. You feel safe. Safety is dangerous in trading because risk doesn't go away just because you feel comfortable. So you stop respecting it. You overtrade, you oversize, you stop caring about downside. The market notices, and it takes back what you stopped protecting. Now, let's pause for a second. If you're nodding right now, this isn't theory. You've lived it. You've had days where the first trade was perfect and the rest were chaos. Not because you got worse, but because winning changed how you showed up. So what do you do about it? The real solution isn't to avoid winning. You don't suppress confidence. You don't punish yourself for success. You neutralize it. Great traders don't trade better after wins or losses. They trade the same. Same size, same rules, same patience. They don't let emotion set the tone. They let process do it. Here's how they think. They treat wins as information, not validation. A win doesn't mean you're sharp. It means the trade worked. That's it. No story, no ego, no extra meaning. When you detach wins from identity, they lose their power over your behavior. They create post-win rules. Most traders have rules for losses. Few have rules for wins. Elite traders do. After a win, no sizing up, no immediate re-entry, mandatory pause. Why? Because the moment after a win is emotionally unstable. You don't make your best decisions there. They measure discipline, not profit. They don't ask, how much did I make today? They ask, did I execute cleanly? A green day with bad discipline is a warning. A red day with good discipline is progress. This mindset flips everything. They expect regression. They know variance exists, so when they win, they don't chase continuation. They expect normalization. That expectation keeps them grounded. Let me tell you something important. If you trade worse after wins, it means you care. It means you're engaged. The goal isn't to become emotionless. It's to become emotion-aware, to notice the shift, to slow down, to reset. Wins are not the enemy. Unconscious wins are. So next time you win, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, am I trading the market or trading the feeling? That one question can save you months of frustration. If this hit home, you're not alone. Most traders never talk about this. They just blame discipline or strategy, but the real work is internal. If you want more breakdowns like this, real trading psychology, no hype, no indicators, subscribe. Not for motivation, for clarity. And remember, consistency isn't built on big wins. It's built on how you behave after them. Disclaimer. The information in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Trading involves risk, and you should only trade with the money you can afford to lose. Always do your own research and consult a qualified professional before making financial decisions.